Hey everybody, Leah Farmer 73, and everybody knows I'm a gardener and I always have a messy yard, but not no more, because today I want to talk about the Luba 2 robotic lawnmower. Cuts all by itself. Quick unboxing of the Luba 2. Front bumper sensor, poles for the satellite antenna, the satellite that sits on top of the post, power extension cable, antenna for the satellite connection, front camera, accessory kit, spare cutting blades, a pack of security tabs, instruction manual and warranty. And here is the Luba 2 robotic lawnmower. Last but not least, the charging dock. So now I'm going to stake the base down with the stake screws. Get up into the base. Okay, upgraded the firmware and everything is ready to go. So now I'm going to get it to map out my land. My phone turns into a remote control and I'm going to be able to map out my entire land. Let's get that going. Okay, we got the Luba 2 going and it's cutting. I can't believe it. It's a little weird, but wow, it's really working. It did that. My grass is so high. I'm sure if this does this all the time, you won't even see these clipping. I got it set at its lowest setting, which I shouldn't, but I'm just trying it out. Oh my God, it's really working. Y'all can see that? No matter what you say, that is working. It's doing the no-go zone. Oh, that is so awesome. No-go zone. I'm not kidding. If this works this good, I am selling my riding lawnmower. I kid you not. And all I have to do is kind of weed whack the little crumbs and the mess I got. Oh my God, this is really working. That is so awesome. Not quite sure why it's turning around, and this zone is supposed to be so long, but I'm not gonna complain. Wow, I cannot believe this. You can see the aftermath is leaving behind, but again, it's because I got my grass so high. You can even see it out there. It's a mess. My yard is a mess. The reason I needed this is so I can get busy doing other stuff. I could be weed whacking while this is cutting the grass. I could be trimming bushes, hedges, and limbs, and picking up sticks and all of this mess while this is doing this. Oh my God, that really works. And it's doing this with razor blades. That is insane. Now you can see my neighbor's yard. You can see the difference of how low it's supposed to be versus the mess I got going on over here. Okay, it's going for a long hike this time. Okay. This is where I cut the zones in half. Instead of this being one gigantic zone, I made all of this one zone all the way out to the lake past that, by that big tree right here. I made all of that one zone. Then I thought about it. Yeah, I would rather just really concentrate here and then the front yard and then do this. So, look at that. Oh my God. Okay. It's working. It sure the hell is. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe. And it's quiet as a mouse. I'm whispering. Listen, I'm gonna walk right up on it. Listen to how quiet that is. Nobody even knows what it would be doing. Right? Listen to this. You hear me whispering? I'm gonna put the phone right there. You can hear me whispering right now. That's insane. I think I'm making more noise than this. The traffic is making more noise than this. Insane. Look at all this mess, all these raspberries I get to clean up. It is really, truly doing what I asked it to do. Oh my God. Okay, I was wondering what it was doing, but it was zigzagging back and forth from the Jeep, coming all the way down here. And now I think once it gets to the Jeep, this time it's gonna finish the whole row like I got it set to do. I'm gonna tell you this. You cannot deny that it's cutting this grass. And yes, it's leaving big clumps, but look, my grass is a mess. And some of those clumps are mine, let's remember. Those brown, dry clumps, man, this thing is awesome. I think it's gonna turn around this time. Unless it do what I told it to do. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh no, not yet. Not yet. Maybe the next run. This camera does it no justice. Incredible. 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 So while that's cutting, I'm gonna go ahead and install the garage canopy to the top. This is an accessory, but trust me, it's needed down here in the South. There we go. That'll help keep the weather out of it. Okay. I did the best I could do, and I put the dish on the peak of my shed. Now, even though there's a tree here, I think it's letting it get away with it because everything I need done is over here. I have not broken Bluetooth signal yet. I have not broken Wi-Fi, anything yet. I would suggest you get the wall mount and put it as high as you possibly can. I didn't even try the ground mount because I knew with all the trees and the fruit trees and the pecans and everything I got here, it was just gonna give me a headache. I don't know, you just stole the show. You just stole the show, honey. I had to hurry up and come out here and catch it. Come on. Because the battery must have went low and it came all the way back to dock itself. I want to catch it docking itself. Oh man.
Start charging.
That was crazy. I caught it just in time. Okay. So, that's crazy. So just in case y'all don't know, I got it running and charging off of solar. And I got an EcoFlow in here charging it up. And I tested it last night when I first charged it. And it was taking in about 180 watts. So it started at about 25%, and it took less than an hour to fully charge. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yep, just like I said, I hit pause by accident. And yes, it is doing exactly what I told it to do. Move. Oh, I should have told it to get this sticker. Never good. Well, the cameras is working. There we go. Move. Everybody to keep thinking that this thing cannot cut tall grass, I beg to differ. Look. Where it's going. Jungle. I'm putting it through the ultimate test. Cutting tall weeds, brush. Down in a dip. Just in case you don't think this is actually cut. The grass is just so tall that it's leaving a lot behind, but it's definitely cutting it without a problem. Okay, I got it running the backyard now, which is the tallest grass. I haven't even cut it and get it started good yet. I want to see what this thing really does, because so far in the rest of my yard, nothing has stopped it. So I'm going to give it a test with some real rough stuff. This is what we're dealing with here. Real rough stuff here. I don't know if you can see how tall that is. Just a test. So far, it's been able to do absolutely everything else that I've been needing it to do. So here, I'm just really going to put it through the full test here. It's starting to cut now. And by the way, this is 7 in the morning. The grass is soaking wet. You can still see the dew on the grass. Just putting it through a full test. I figure if it can make the rest of my yard look like that, this will be a piece of cake for it. Just giving you guys an idea of what it's really tackling. It's like it's not a game. This is a real test here. You can clearly see the trail that it's just cut. This is first full long cut. Like butter. Okay, that's my generator behind me over here. And I'm just charging up the solar power because I'm not getting any sun. Watch this. And now my neighbor is in the background. This is the noise it's making. Now mind you, it's eating this stuff up like a champ. Some of it is laying down now that I'm looking right here. But over there, same grass, y'all seen it in the last video, same thing. And it knocked it out. Oh, it's going back over it. Some kind of way it knows what it's doing. It knows what was cut well and what didn't cut well. But as you see, remember, the rest of the yard used to look like this. Now look. That's what I thought. It's coming to hit that spot again. no-go zone all the way around these trees. I just have no words for how well this thing works. I have no words. Okay, the battery is low, so it's going to dock. It's backing up into the dock. This is the yard, man. It did everything. This is what it used to look like. It missed that because I had a tarp there and this piece here. See that? How tall that is? I had a tarp there, well, a canopy over all of this tall stuff. You see it went inside the canopy and came out. That's how tall my whole yard was. You can see the stripes it did. Crazy. Now here's some footage from the camera mounted on top of the Luba 2. Now the Luba 3 has the same kind of camera, so you can always know where it is and what it's doing. All you gotta do is click on the camera and it'll show you exactly what it's looking at. I think this is one of the coolest features it has. In this scene right here, I grabbed my drone, took it up in the air so you can see the real pattern that the Luba 2 leaves behind. Look how perfect those rows are. You wouldn't think that at first with it bouncing around and looking like it doesn't know which way it's going half the time. This is the end result. Now, the first cut with the big clumps of grass, I cleaned that grass up, and this is the second cut. So a couple days went by and I let it run again. And now this has been the outcome so far. You can't beat that. All right, family, Layout Farmer 73 here. I had the Luba 2 is set on a weekly schedule, and it's supposed to be cutting my backyard right now. And I'm in the house doing something completely different. And let me show you something. I did not realize it was raining out here. So you can see the stripes where it's cut so far, and it's stopped right about there. So I happened to look out my kitchen window to see where it was, and it's back on its dock. And I still didn't realize what's going on. I looked and the battery was fully charged and everything. Come to find out, once I look up in the air, see, you could barely see it in the camera. I had to see some big drops come fall from my eaves to realize it's raining. So the rain detection system actually worked. I'm gonna look into the app and see if it leaves me a notification that it detected rain, but that can be the only reason it stopped and went and docked. So that is awesome. That's awesome. It actually worked. Okay. The proof is in the pudding. Somebody asked me, why would I do this instead of using a regular lawnmower? I think this is answering all by itself. Think about this. Which would you spend? Which would you rather be? Which would you rather do? Spend your entire weekend or your couple of days off cutting an acre of lawn? Or let the robot do that while you go take a shower, spend time with your family? I choose to spend time with my family. So this thing is going to do its job. It's going to go back. It's going to dock itself, recharge, come back out, finish the job, and I'll be in the house with my family. So to each his own, but I'm choosing this right now. I couldn't have done a better job myself. Perfect lines, perfect rows, no way. And I don't mind if it's going a little slower. You can adjust the speed, but I'm not in a hurry. I have the Luba 2 set on random cut, and if you look at the grass closely, it's going in a different direction today than it did the other day when I had it cut. You see the Luba 2 going to the right of the screen where the lines are going back and forth from me, from the camera, out to the beehives. Every day the Luba 2 changes position and goes in a different direction to give a better, more even cut. You can see a little better now. This how crazy this is, bro. It's doing this by itself. Can you believe this? I'm sitting back, chilling, early in the morning, while this robot is cutting my grass. This is about to be a real different world from anything we ever known. There is no remote control. I'm not controlling it with a remote. It's running by GPS satellite. It's going to go around this tree and everything. It knows exactly what to do. See that? And by the way, this is 7 in the morning. The grass is soaking wet. You can still see the dew on the grass. Just putting it through a full test. I figure if it can make the rest of my yard look like that, this will be a piece of cake for it. Just giving you guys an idea of what it's really tackling. It's like it's not a game. This is a real test here. You can clearly see the trail that it's just cut. This is first full long cut. Like butter. So all I'm gonna do is just spray this off a little bit. It's a nice looking vehicle. but it is a tool. I'm just using water right now and a brush just to knock some of that loose soil and grease, not grease, but soil and grass off. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to make this perfect. It looks like a race car, but it's a lawnmower. I know it says you can spray things and clean things to a point, and it is supposed to be waterproof. I'm not gonna tempt fate. There it is, good as new.
Robot front wheel lifted.
All I'm doing here is wiping behind the wheel well with a rag. I am not spraying into the computer, the chip, or anything like that. I just like to knock the dirt and the grass off so it doesn't build up and stain it or anything like that. I'm not trying to wash it like a Ferrari. But that's the outcome. Nice and clean, ready for work.